Happy Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about the PGA show and how you can utilize everything that's down there to help your social media marketing and connect with your customers with just a good camera and your phone. All this after the intro. Here we go.
This is the Find the Green podcast with your host, PGA Master Professional, Jason Rockhold.
That's right. This is the week of the PGA show down in Orlando, a week-long time frame where there's golf clubs, golf balls, anything that can connect to the game of golf, the industry of golf is going on down in Orlando at the Orange County Convention Center. Happens every year. I have been 18 years in a row. This is going to be my first year that I am not going to make it down, but I want to tell you some great things that you can do while you're down there to be able to make sure that you can connect with your members and be able to get as much marketing material as your social media needs throughout the entire year. There's so much product down there. There's so many people that you can talk to that you can really get a lot of content if you go down there with a little bit of purpose. Now, the PGA show, I know there were many years that I just went and had a good time and went to the happy hours and made sure that I was down there for demo day. Had a great time on Wednesday, Thursday, and as of recent, have been going to the Friday PGA Master Professional Luncheon, meeting a lot of great people there. But when it comes to marketing, this is a huge opportunity to get right up close to not only the products that are out there, but the people that either design them or manufacture them. I know one year that I was down there, I had the ability to talk to Scotty Cameron about the putters that he was releasing that year, the reason why he had heel shafted weighting and center shafted, the different putting strokes that they were designed for, the different green situations, the speeds of the greens, the length of the grass on the greens, the roughness of the greens. All of these are factors in the type of putter that you selected. And to hear that directly from the designer, Scotty Cameron, it was really great insight and allowed me to go back and tell every one of my members the reason why you should choose one of their putters versus the other one. So what I decided I was going to do today is I'm just going to kind of walk you through how you should go about the show. And I'm going to take you through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and kind of give you a rough idea of what you need to do when you walk into the show to be able to get the most out of it from a media standpoint, social media standpoint, PGA standpoint, so that when you get back, you'll have enough content to be able to not only last you throughout the year, but be able to increase those sales in the pro shop. So first off, I'm going to start this off with a big disclaimer. I want you to understand that 15 years ago when the PGA show was happening, there was so much swag that was given away that you had to take 2 bags to be able to even have a chance to walk out of there, because you were getting training aids and free clubs and balls and everything was just flowing from there. But over the course of the last 5 years, it's really tightened up. And so you're really only going to see a few things like hats and tees, candies, markers, Sharpies, just those little bitty items. So I want you to make sure that when you're going up to these booths and these vendors, don't hassle them. Don't say, hey, you know, that's a really great putter. Can I have one for free? They're there paying for that booth to try to justify being there. And by giving you a putter, that's just an additional expense. So try to make sure that when you go and you talk to each one of these people that get a booth, that you're looking for a win-win relationship with them. You're not just trying to take something from them and never talk to them again. So that being said, on Tuesday is the big demo day out at Orange County National Golf Center. And what they have out there is a huge circle, and it's really cool. It's probably about 400 yards across, and it allows you to basically hit from anywhere on that circle into into the center and not reach the other side. So for the demo day, it really makes it easy to load the vendors up all the way around the circle, and then you as a spectator get to walk around the outside. So as a golf professional, when you're going down there, this is a huge opportunity to not only look at the product, hit the product, see how it feels, but it's a great opportunity to connect with your members or golfers at your club back home and show them some of the cool things that are happening. There are great ways to do it, such as Facebook Live, which is something that can really get them to engage immediately. You'll be able to get absolutely the fastest feedback possible using Facebook Live, because people will drop in and they'll say, oh, well, do they have that club in an A-Flex, or do they have women's shafts available for that club? You'll be able to get all those questions during that Facebook Live session and ask the people there to be able to get the answers for them. So it's a great way to get that engagement with your club back home, to be able to get the information to them as fast as you can. Also, when you're there, it would be really great if you had a second person that could hold the camera or hold your phone. Preferably, if you could go out and they're only $150, but get a DJI Osmo to eliminate all the shaking of the video. I can't tell you how many more people will watch the video if it's not wiggling all over the place. Make sure that you have the ability to eliminate that shaky footage, and you'll really start to see the views on that video go up, especially when you're down at the show. It's something that people from outside of your club are going to want to see as well. You can hashtag that stuff on your Facebook page, and people will search for PGA show. If you have some sort of content up there, you're going to be in that search set that's going to be there. So make sure that you get some video, get some pictures while you're there. Another great thing that you can do while you're there, see if you can talk to some of their design team or staff, because that will allow you to do an interview basically with the people that design that golf club or that sell that golf club. You'll be able to have that content directly from the source. You won't have to search for it. You have the designer right there talking about it. It's by far one of the best ways to get engagement with anybody that's looking to do that. I wish back in the day when I actually had the opportunity to talk with Scotty Cameron, if I had that on video and turned it into an interview, it would have been something that would have been seen for years and years. So definitely make sure that you can get some of this content online. In addition, you are going to be so close to the new woods, putters, irons, everything that is available to hit that day. Make sure that you get some close-up photos of those clubs. Make sure that you get some video of you using that club, and then step aside from the hitting line back behind where nobody's at and do a little piece on what you like about that club, how it felt, and if you would recommend it to what type of golfer. And what that'll do is it will not only give you a good idea of what that club is when you go home, because after hitting 20 or 30 different golf clubs, you're going to have a different opinion of them if you write it down, or if you video it, or if you just do nothing. There's a good chance that you might not remember some of those clubs that you hit if you don't take the time to review them after you hit them. So make sure you do that, get it on video, and then when you get back home, you have content. Believe it or not, one of the biggest things that marketing has issues with at golf clubs is finding original content that connects them to the pros at the golf course. And if you are going to do a video while you're down there, you'll be able to use that when you get home, and that will not only connect you with the golfers there, but it will show you as an authority on golf. And that is something as a golf professional you need to do to become the person that people go to. And when it comes to golf, any questions that come up, if they're addressed through you or people ask you, it means that you're the authority. And when you're the authority on golf at your golf club, that is a great thing. So moving on. All right. Next thing, when you are at the demo day, there are many different spots out there that have junior golf toys and junior golf clubs and a lot of really neat things that you can get on video and be able to utilize that stuff as an attractor in your junior golf marketing. You don't have to buy all the stuff. It just has to be something that could entice somebody or spark the interest of of a junior golfer or their parents to get them to come out and try your programs. So while you're out there, make sure that you get some video of that, and you will definitely see the rewards when you get home. Now, moving into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's basically the same idea for all those days. There's a large formal convention at the Orange County Convention Center, and they have a huge hitting area in there, and they have rows upon rows upon rows of things that loosely connect to golf and other things that obviously strongly connect to golf. But if you are going to be there multiple days, one of the things that I recommend is go slow. There's so many things there to see that you really need to cut out what portions that you're going to try to see that day. If you want to get the most out of this, be able to utilize some video, be able to take some pictures, you need to be able to space off those days. And what I recommend is if you can get out there and every day you get about 50 photos and 10 videos, and you can do that in about 4 hours there, maybe even 2 hours there, based on the amount of content that is available just from going from one booth to the next. You have the ability to take multiple pictures at each booth. You have the ability to take a video at each booth. And if you have the ability to talk to somebody that's in that booth and do an interview, that'd be amazing. It'd be something that you can post and get a lot of feedback on. So take your time, space out those days. The last time that we went down, we were down there for 3 days, and I did 1/3 of the show the first day, the second third the second day, and the final third the third day, obviously. And what that did is it allowed me to take my time, listen to the vendors, potentially pick up something from them that might even spark an idea for you when you get back home, that you can start a program that involves this, or you can put something on the range that sparks interest in those players that are coming out there. The great thing about taking your time out there is it gives your mind some time to think with all of these new products that are available. Also, make sure that you are not a turtle in a shell when you're out there. This is a great opportunity to network with people, so make sure that you are talking with anybody that you can. You are in the golf business. It is your job to be socially friendly and talk to a lot of people. This is a great place to do it, and believe it or not, there's a lot of people that are interested in talking to you as well. So make sure that you get out there. Face-to-face networking like that is so much more memorable than any online connection you can make. If you can make that connection, shake that person's hand, tell them hi, look right in their eyes, it's amazing how much more of a connection that you will make with that person than anything that can be done online to start. So take advantage of that time. Lastly, make sure that you grab those MSR points. There are a lot of places out there, and it's very easy to pick them up. So make sure you take advantage of it. One of the big things that I always make sure that I do is go to the V1 Interactive Frontiers to find out what they're doing with their software. It's a quick 2 MSR points, and you learn a lot about how to utilize their software, the apps that they have out, and generally just have a better understanding of the software that you're using to teach. So absolutely make sure you do that. Now, I've kind of covered a lot of things here today, but I want you to really focus in on this. If you're going down to the PGA show, you are going to be in the biggest hub of products and services that are available. You are going to be where everything is in golf. Make sure that you take pictures of it, get as much content that you can get, and get as much information as you can get. Also, snag those business cards. If you're going to do an interview with somebody, make sure you grab their business card, because the last thing you want to do is get home 2 or 3 days later and say, oh, I got this really great interview with Tom. What was Tom's name? I can't remember what his name was, his last name. If you have that card and you have that company, all you can do is go, oh, okay, it's Tom Jackson, and he is the director of research for that company, and we'll put that right in the bio for him. It'll give you so much more information for that viewer when they actually look at your content. It also gives you a lot more credibility. On that note, I am done today. I hope you have a great time down there. If you're not going down there, check in and see what's going on down there. As always, send me an email. I'd love to speak with you about some of the things that I've found when I was down there, or any of the other 37 podcasts that we've done. So if you have any questions, send me an email. All my information is in the outro. And also, I have a supplement blog that goes with this, the Find the Green blog. There is a link in the information for this podcast that will send you directly to the blog. It is on the Rockhold & Associates website. Go ahead and check it out. I'll have everything that we talked about today in written form, and depending on the content that we have for the day, it'll have some different illustrations, and potentially, like last week, we had a couple Excel sheets that I put up on there so that you can get a visual of what we're trying to talk about and how we can raise that water line. All right, everybody, have a great week. We will see you next Tuesday. See ya!
Thanks for listening to this week's Find the Green podcast with PGA Master Professional Jason Rockhold. Hit subscribe now to get the latest Find the Green podcast with new episodes uploaded every week. Email your questions and comments to jrockhold@pga.com, or reach out on your favorite social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at Find the Green.